Wonders of YouTube.
Hey, I'd like to welcome everyone to the Indy Talk of the Town. This is Chris O'Banion. We're in the studio with Bobby Venable. How you doing tonight, Bobby?
I'm doing good, man. How's it going?
Man, I'll tell you, this has been an outstanding week. We have a great show planned for today. We're going to be covering a lot of topics, and just starting off with the show. Love that little Bob James Sign of the Times interlude. That's a great theme music, from way back in the day. But you know what? That's why this is the cool jazz. Cool jazz. And welcome everybody to the Indy Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Christopher O'Banion. And just want to give everybody an update. We've had a change in our programming. And with the change in programming, our co-host, Mara Gilbert, due to her working and obligations for school and everything, she's not going to be able to fulfill the requirements of being a co-host. So we just want to tell her that we miss her and we wish that she could be here, but we understand you have to handle obligations in family and business to make sure those things work. But we're going to press on here with Indy Talk of the Town, not losing too much. We're going to be talking about business, but we're going to miss the flavor that she brings and talk about the hot topics and also the other side of the show. And we want to make sure that everyone understands that Indy Talk of the Town will keep the same format and bringing in guests and talking about different topics to move forward. And with this, continuing in that direction, our focus is still always going to be the entrepreneur spotlight. And I know over the last 6 weeks we've been featuring a lot of different businesses, from cruise planners to the corner caterer to Cornerstone Painting and Michaelis Incorporation. And last week we had the author Angie Moore on, and we've had several other guests over the last 6 weeks as well. But this week we're going to focus on really a little bit about WebSource International as a company. And the reason why I chose today to be a day to focus on this is that so many things are changing with technology. And if you look around us, there's so much that's happening on the news. There's so much happening where everybody just has a smart device. There's so much happening with security. There's break-ins. There's trying to protect your property. There's transactions. There's trying to make sure the transactions are secure. And I thought that with all these things that are going on, why not have a company that can actually go and talk directly with the business and help them in every area of business. So just to give you a little idea about the background, WebSource International was started in January of 2000. I was approached while I was in Chicago back in end of 1999, and a gentleman came and approached me and said, "Hey, I want you to open up an office developing websites in Chicago." I said, "Hey, I don't know anything about websites." He said, "Well, my friend, 8 out of 10 businesses don't have them." And I said, "Well, who are you?" He said, "Well, my name is Frank Cavanaugh, and I work with Carl Perkins, and we created a technology called ASP. And last year, we built 347,000 websites with our company, ogolly.com. So if any of you want to do your research, you can check that out." And then once I got started, the first month in January of 2000, I built 14 websites. And then from there, it started growing more and more and more. And then 2 years in, I actually bought the technology. I bought the license and the technology software. So it was branded directly for my company, WebSource International. Now, when websites were being built in 2000, there's something new that came along called e-commerce. And many of you just take it for granted today that, oh, you can buy anything online, it's so quick and easy. But e-commerce was something that was needed in 2000, 2001, 2002 to help businesses take their product from online to the marketplace, where customers can shop and order and obtain whatever products or services from businesses. So by putting the e-commerce in place, I was an agent with Card Service International, where we provided the e-commerce and merchant credit card processing, and also we set up authorized.net. From there, some other things happened. The customer said, well, you know what, we like selling our products online. Do you have the ability to provide us with the credit card machines and the hardware? And at that time, there was a transition going from the old knuckle buster credit card processing to where they had the credit card machines, where you can actually swipe it, and they had the magnetic strip on the back. And that technology is about 16, 17 years old, and that's the new technology that occurred back in 2000. Well, from there, I started providing the merchant credit card processing, and then the next evolution came along where businesses said, hey, we want to have what's called a point of sale system. So with that point of sale system, it was a cash register, it was a cash drawer, it was a receipt printer, it might have been a kitchen printer or another printer or a barcode scanner. And businesses in either retail or restaurant wanted to have the ability to do one major thing: do transactions without using the old cash register or the box that they put the money in. So by putting in the point of sale systems, now businesses were now becoming more efficient. They had credit card processing, now they had websites to be able to do things. But guess what? They needed something else. And what they were very much concerned about was that people were stealing, or their businesses were under attack, or it wasn't a safe environment. So the next evolution was video surveillance camera systems. So guess what happened? We started providing video surveillance camera systems in about 2006, where now businesses could actually monitor their employees, they can monitor their location, they can see if anyone's stealing, they can see if anyone's broken in, but more or less just bringing awareness to how that can be done. And then that brings us all the way up to today. Here we are in 2015, and basically 2 years ago, some newer technology came out which was called app development. And thanks to Apple and thanks to Google Play, all of these apps are now being developed because people are using smart devices in order to do these type of transactions. Well, why am I telling you this story about WebSource International? If you can imagine having a business that at the right time, you were poised to help everyone in every single area of technology. Now the difference, well, what we're able to do by helping them in all those different areas of technology is that we became a one-stop shop to help businesses in all their technology needs. They needed computers, we provided for them. They needed servers, we provided that for them. They needed installation, anything of that nature, and we did that not only for businesses, we did that for not-for-profits, and we also did it for school systems. So just imagine if your business is poised to do that, what impact can you have not only in the community for these businesses, but just imagine having a business where people would never leave you. Oh, it's getting better and better and better each and every day. And there's some things that I want to share with all of you. So if you have an opportunity to go to websourceinternational.com, and that's right, web and then source and then the word international is all spelled out.com, you'll see exactly what we put together to show people a step-by-step model that would not only help them in business grow, but also put them in a position where they can have all the services under one roof. Now, somebody has someone who would normally build their website, then they'll have somebody else do their graphics, they'll have somebody else do some other things, computers, but they never talked to each other, and they didn't mesh, and everybody was selling everything at a premium. So imagine being able to come in where a company like ours can build you a demo website, we can build you a demo app, we can build you a demo or show you a demo on a point of sale system, and we can provide all different types of technology and show you exactly how video surveillance can work, where you can have it mobile on your device. All those things can be done, and you're not out of pocket of anything up front in the beginning for us to talk to you and show you. If you do acquire the services, guess what? We can do them at a moderate fee. We can also do some things at no cost up front. So when you think about it, where else could you go, get all the services and technology you need, first-class world support, and have a company backing you and not nickel and diming your business for all the things that go on? I don't know of too many places you can go, but that's what WebSource International has done over the last 15 years. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to come back. Bobby, who are we going to be listening to now?
Let's see. I'm gonna kick some Boney Jam.
let's listen to some Boney James. We'll be back in a little bit. This is Christopher O'Banion, Indy Talk of the Town.